There's always something going on. Check, check. Well, glory to God always. There's always something going wrong. Adrenaline was good. Yeah, so currently, yeah, yeah, man. Seen you in there. Was in there for a minute. I kept jumping in and out. I mean, to me, a part of that conversation, the conversation is interesting, and it's good that they could have the conversation because I just hate that, part of human nature where people are just, you know, you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't need to get into it. So a part of it, it's positive that they could have that conversation, but also it's just watching those kinds of conversations, and when they get, it's kind of heated and stuff, there's a negative kind of vibe sometimes, and I just didn't want to be in that at sometimes. But I think they're being civil about it, so that's good. Yeah, and then I try to put my take in there. So it's something, my take was pretty much, about the assignable outs, because it's something that has been there for the longest time, I think, with MPCs. And I haven't always used them. And it's been a while since I actually used them. I think I had been using them with my 1000, and just more recently now that I have the X, and it's available on the MPC Live as well. But since I've been on the X, I've been using it more because I actually have a unit that's very useful for effects. So I've been, running assignable outs 3 and 4 into the SP, and then the SP goes into the input 3 and 4. There's just one special thing about the X's. You have 4 inputs technically. I mean, you got more on the front because you can switch the inputs. I think the mics from front to back to front. You got these little switches here, but then you have this 3 and 4. So like if I go into the sampler, it's cool because I can still talk on stream, and I can still sample into 3 and 4 without getting my voice in here, because I always run my mic into the MPC, because the way that I'm working ideally is that I can that I want to be able to put vocals into my MPC, and this is the last stop. So for me, like, having some other source before I go into a computer just doesn't exist, because I don't care for that. So yeah, that's I don't know. Like, my take is I've never used an MPC 3000, so, and that's really high. I've never used an MPC 3000, a 60, any of those. I've always wanted to, but I don't know what they sound like, so I couldn't really compare. But just the fact that you have assignable ins and outs on the MPCs allows you to custom tailor your sound and keep it in the box still. You know what I mean? So just something that I've been getting into. So I'll probably be up and down in the stream. I got my kids. This is what I do now. Try to get my streams in. Not be concerned with having the perfect environment, because if I did, I'd never get started. I've been in that mentality. So you can hear, one of my daughters back there watching some shows and stuff on Netflix, and I got the baby in the other room also doing the same. So a little bit of a necessary evil. I know how it is these days. Some people just don't, technology and kids being like on technology, is not necessarily the best way to parent, but seems to be a necessary evil if you want to get some things done. And there's some good things they can watch and some not so good things. So you just got to be, I got the kids, the tablets, the ones made for kids. So like I can actually remotely control like the apps. Like they had to ask permission to be able to download certain apps, and then I can put limits on like how much time they get, screen time they get, and like I could add bonus time, if they ask, and I want to allow that, then I could do that. I appreciate y'all coming in. Let me get a thumbs up, and then I'm gonna, if you want, please support the channel. Give me a thumbs up. That's always how I finish my videos. Like, it's always, I like the streams because I feel like they feel more real, and like when I do the videos, I feel like I'm more on a script. You know what I mean? So it just feels more like a real, honest kind of vibe. And let me pull up the MPC though, and then I'll do like the picture-in-picture thing. Oh, let me not forget to put this on there. Let's try this again. What happened yesterday, I was on for a little bit, and I put this little gaming cooler thing on my phone, and it fell and it hit the MPC. So I hope it just doesn't, if it happens again, it doesn't hit the screen. Luckily, it didn't hit the screen. I think that's probably the most fragile part. But yeah, I just turned it on there. It gets really cool really quick right here, and that's the part that sticks to the magnet on the phone. So let's pray and hope. So yeah, I just was sitting here just trying to work on something here. I'll probably add to this a little bit. So I've been using MPCs long enough where I can appreciate what the X provides. So it's not just the X SE, but the X in general, because we all know at this point it's the same layout, everything's the same. But just this kind of old school vibe that you also get with, because I mean the earliest MPC I ever used was the MPC 1000, and you get, you know, the cursor thing, and you don't really get that with the MPC. I was just trying to use my live the other day, and I felt a little lost. It is weird trying to go back and forth because there's buttons on different positions of the machines. I'm sure you can get used to it and develop some muscle memory from both if you're just using them regularly, but I've just been using this, and so like as I'm getting used to this, the live feels a little funny because I haven't been using that. But I'm trying to be able to, this thing is just so large, and there's the only reason this is the only thing I've been using is because I had no place to put it. But I've been thinking about getting something another piece of furniture, and I found this at a thrift shop as someone was like donating it. It's a cool little, it's got a couple pull-out trays and stuff, and it's got this one that folds up, which was just perfect for my reloop spin, so I'll be able to get that back. And it's always like a decision with the limited space, like what to put on the desk, you know. So where can I preview your Lifted Noise Vinyl one-shot instruments drum kit? I don't really have, you know, that's something I should do, is like do dedicated like little previews and stuff that I don't necessarily have any place. Like I've done some streams where I've showed them, but I can just go through and show you some of it. What are you most interested in here? So these are, yeah, vinyl one shot. So I don't know if you can see this. It comes with 3 different folders in there. So vinyl one shot drums, vinyl one shot instruments, and vinyl one shot MPC key groups. So the one shot key groups might have like, okay, what I did for the one shot instruments is I put everything in C, because like most samplers will do an autochromatic thing in C, and some of them don't give you the ability to change the root note. So I just put these all in C, and it's the same sounds that you get in the vinyl one shot MPC key groups, but the key groups or they already have key groups that are ready for the MPC, and some of them actually have more than one shot per key group. It'll probably have like 3 at most, because I figured this little process out where if you're sampling straight from vinyl, you can just pitch it and do like all the way left, middle, center with the reloop spin, right? And then you get 3 samples, and they sound a little bit better than if you're just gonna pitch one. So you do get that benefit in here with the key groups, but just scrolling through them. Maybe I'll load up one of the key groups here. So, you know, they sound like vinyl. And then the one-shot drums. You guys are hearing this very loud or what? So it's, the bulk of it is the key groups, because you get, let me see how many key groups you get. I think it's like something like 38. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. I think it's about 37 or 38. And then so you get about the same amount of one-shot instruments for any other sampler that you might be using. So you just get the added benefit if you have an MPC, one of the newer ones. Okay, so how we doing? Phone seems good, stream seems good. I'm gonna jump up in the chat a little bit, some more. That's good. They ended with love, catching these streams while I'm working and driving. That's what's up. Do you drive for work? I forget if you mentioned what you do. Viral Beats was good. Oh, sorry, the journey. What's happening, bro? But yeah, what is it? Slim Beats. I hope that was at least a decent preview. At least what you get. Maybe I'll pull something out in this context of what I'm doing here. If they make an MPC one MK2, I'm gonna grab one. So I think that's pretty much confirmed as far as the leak. You know, it's as good much evidence it was for this, right? It looks like it's gonna be a red one. So if it's in line with what they did here, it seems like it's gonna be the same amount of refresh. You know, so what are you expecting, OSR? Like, it seems like it's just gonna be 4 gigs, probably, and maybe Wi-Fi. Yeah, thanks for your interest. So yeah, you can find it in there. I guess you already seen the link somewhere. I'll add it to the comment section and pin it later after the stream. But it's in the description, and I don't think it shows up in my store. So I do have the integrated store from Teespring where I would host like the digital products. So, but yeah, thanks for checking it out. Ali Star, what's good? Peace, bro. You like how the camera is following you? Yeah, it's the I've talked about it a few times, you know. It's cool that you can do that kind of thing. It's weird though. I gotta go actually watch it follow me past this little divider. I gotta go check on the fish sticks in the oven. Hold on. So this is what I got so far as the composition. They stopped production of what? The original MPC one? What is Shabbat, by the way? Are you like saying peace? That's what I had assumed at first. It looked like shalom or something. Mark Ferry makes the MPC-X sound like a 3000. Yes, sir. Good parenting. Got a 12 and 14. I got his one shots off of his Patreon. Did I give these one shots out? I had some. I was doing some for a minute. And thanks for checking that out. That's something definitely I haven't been up on with the Patreon. I switched it. You know, I gave people some notice that I wouldn't be doing, because I kind of gave up on the sound design for a little bit. Although I'm currently working on a drum pack, kind of casually now that I have this set up with the SP. I think it's dope. Yeah, it's kind of more loose over there, and I apologize. My idea is to restructure that as I try to refocus what it is I'm doing, because I've been wanting to refocus on songwriting. So, hey baby, I'm doing a stream, okay? Why don't you go sit down over there, and I'll come help you with some food in a bit. So where was he at? So yeah, oh yeah, and I wanted to, like, I kind of wanted to do this, and I joked about this I think my first MPX SE stream was about this, help me quit my help me quit my job campaign. And really, I want to just like kind of like pose it as like an encouragement for anybody who's trying to do this. Like build your following up, you know, because like at this point, if a third of my subscribers gave me a dollar on Patreon, say I had something of value for y'all, you know, I had that set up and it was worth it. Just a third of my subscribers, because I make like I make probably $3,000 a month for my day job. It's not super a lot. It's not, you know, it's probably not the lowest that you can get paid. It's not, you know. But if I was getting just $1 from a third of my subscribers on YouTube, then I could get paid what I get paid on my regular day job, and I can quit that day job. So I mean, just if you look at it that way, like when I thought of it that way, it's like a whole new perspective. And that's just one of the things. That's just, you know, that's donations type of thing. So it's just a thought. That's an encouragement, not really something that I'm expecting. I don't expect everybody just to be like, here, you know. But when you think of it that way, it's a whole new perspective. And that's just one way of, you know, getting some revenue. Then there's like digital products, there's affiliate marketing. So if it's something, I know not everyone out there cares to, just for me, it's just, I just feel so addicted to this thing that like I feel most normal and healthy when I'm doing this music thing. That's why it's such a ambition and pursuit for me, to figure that out any way that it might be, you know. So the camera for my overhead is actually my phone. It's an Android S22, and it also runs an Android app called Camerify Live. And I like it a lot, although it's not without its flaws. Using it as the host and the camera gives me the ability to do like camera controls where I can zoom in and I can focus it, you know, and adjust the ISO, you know what I mean? So I can get the lighting just right, at least to my abilities, you know. I think Mr. Ugly Man in Living, I seen Living Color probably a couple times when I was like really, really young, so I don't remember. No. It's your hip hop greeting. I've said it since Shabba Ranks in 90s. Still Life was good. Carbon Vibes. I appreciate it, Still Life. Yeah. So this is the kit that I had just made. I made it last night. I was gonna come on and stream again last night, but I figured I better just get some sleep. So I actually got up pretty early today, and I was gonna stream, but there's like the normal things that I do in the day to get myself going. Like I'm getting older, so I got to get on the floor and stretch, you know, and that's kind of essential before I even can do anything, because I can't sit down here for hours at a time. I'll just get stiffer, like in the back, and just won't be mobile and stuff. So, not even embarrassed about it at this point. I'm getting older. It's just a part of it. But I want to do all that I can to stay as healthy as possible, because I myself am not without issues. So health is wealth, no doubt. So let's see what I got going here. Let's see if I add anything else. I try to turn it down so it's not clipping. Is that better? Sounds like voice is clipping. Is that any better? Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Check, check, 1 2. Check, 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 check. Be jamming, what's good? 70-second human, what's happening? Man, you pulled your back muscle yesterday. Sorry to hear that. Man, that shit is terrible, bro. Did it get you on the floor? Like I've had a few times in my life where I'm just laid out on the floor and I can't move and I just feel helpless, especially within the last year. Now that because it had been a while since I've had a family and stuff, like being on the floor and not being able to do nothing. And at that time, the last time that it happened, I felt like, man, this shit felt like it was permanent. Like, this keeps happening, you know? So it was kind of a negative time for me. No room for the sample. Well, there's room for the sample track, of course. But that stays in the bag because that goes to work regardless. It's just the easiest, most portable thing, you know? Okay, the voice was clear, MPC was clipping. Generally, I think your interface or whatever it is too hot. MPC should be full signal output. Don't do that. You see I'm streaming. I'm right here. You can come talk to me. My daughter tries, so I got her the tablet and I showed her how to call me. And now she tries to call me while we're in the same house and in the same room. She's just sitting right there. So. Okay. You just want to say hi? Come say hi. You want to get in the camera? Real quick, okay? You getting shy now? Just say hi real quick. Hi. Okay. Good? Okay. All right, the food is cooling down, okay? I'll put it all together for you in a second. She's crank calling you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it is the interface. My interface is a camera too. Like it's this angle. So this was what I was rocking with before. It's more stationary. That's the zoom. It doesn't look as good as this one, the one that moves too. If Major, what's good? God bless you. So I never found a grid view button. I think that's one thing. MPC-1 has a grid view button, right? This does not, as far as I can tell. Maybe just still overlooked it. I still haven't like just taken it a moment just to look at it. I just try to take it in as I start creating something. Usually on the stream. Appreciate you, bro. Well. up, baby?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the people here on my live stream. They're chatting with me as I do my beat making.
Who are you talking to right now?
Well, there's a bunch of people. Like OSR, he just gave me a $4.99 little gift. So say thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, a bunch of people, you know. Be jamming. His band over there. Dustin McAdams was good. Still Life. AF Major Beats. The Vapors. Is this the one shot and instrument pack? The $14 one is the vinyl drum one. $7 just the drums. So the vinyl drum one is a completely different pack from the one shot instruments and drums. They're different drums. That's a pack of vinyl drums that I sampled back probably when I had the MPC 1000, before I even had a live. And those were buried. I found them one day. I was like, hey, let me put these up here, see if anyone wants to pick them up, you know, support my dreams and get something in return. And then the vinyl instrument ones is a pack that I created, I think probably with the MPC 1 and MPC Live sampling vinyl. So it's completely different drums. And this right here itself, the drums that you're hearing are from a pack that I'm building that will be something for sale, possibly. I'm thinking about selling it or maybe putting it on like one of those, like the brother Common Beats did, where he had his pack, which I want to showcase at one point. But he had on this site where you can choose to donate or download it for free. I figured that might be a good way of putting it out there. So I'm meaning to hit him up. I don't know if you popping in here at all, Common Beats, and he's more of an SP guy. I don't know if he's on MPC at all, but he would pop in for those. So yeah, this is gonna be a new pack. I got like 8 kits. They're just drums and they're laid out. So the kits that I have available now are just one shots. The instrument pack does have key groups, but there's no drum programs, right? They're just one shots. This will have drum programs all laid out. And I'm not sure how many I want to make. I was thinking 10, but I'm getting so close to 10 already that I think I might want to do 20 of them. So yeah, that'll be available soon. I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna go handle some food and stuff, and maybe y'all can give me some feedback on what I should add next. And yeah, well, I'll be right back. Check. Everyone's goal for the week. Shit, I haven't made any. My goal is always just get a stream in, not just for the week. I'd like to get one in daily, but I need to start doing that. Is that something that you stick up on top of? Writing goals out. Ben, I appreciate it. Thank you. I'm gonna have to make you a moderator. Can I do that from here, if you don't mind? I'm gonna add you as a moderator. Just a golden badge. I appreciate it. Putting that extra effort in there. How they start mine is to stop watching streams and do them myself. That's a good one. I mean, I watch them and do them. So when I'm not available to do them, if I don't have time, then I'll watch, you know, or listen. Sometimes I just all I can do is listen to a stream if I'm working, you know. Firing hot clam chowder off the balcony. Man, I'm lost. Need to do some filming. Content creation really does take up quite a bit of, yeah. I guess I've gotten lazy, or just being able to stream has become a luxury that, like, editing videos kind of feels tedious and like work. Hey, Lifty, give me that noise. Daniel, what's good? Lifty. That's the first for me, man. I never heard no one call me Lifty. I think this fan is working. Let me not speak too soon, but it hasn't fallen. I am getting this. Maybe it has something to do with this screen acting weird now. It's like, because this is like a magnet up there. Hey, if Major been writing out some things to expand my new brand, that's what's up. That convo earlier, though, wow, a lot to take in. Yeah, I saw quite a bit of it. I was in and out. Ralph, cooking up them drum loops. Was it you? That was you that was suggesting I need to put drum loops in the next pack. I might just do it. Just for you. So I just... Yeah. Go. Let's try OPX4 with the lead or
found it.
You found it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. You don't gotta wait for the 4th of July. You got fireworks. And then you can do the finale.
I'm glad you like playing that game.
Yeah, that's cool. I appreciate it, Ralph. Tell me what's been canceled on the gang. Are you not coming back, man? Pierre Vive, what's good? Tell me, guys. 1. Eat your food, baby.
I'm gonna read it.
Oh, you want me to read it? Sorry. Like I told you, though, they don't make it so you can read it. It's too blurry. This is the picture of a Polish Air Force. Yeah, I can't really read it, baby.
Let me make it brighter.
Add some SP44 into the beat. I could run like I've been doing because I can. This is what I was doing last night. Like I've been talking about the assignable outs since that's been a big conversation in the sound. Hold on, this is a little distraction. I'm trying to explain something. What do you want me to do?
Read it.
This is the same one, isn't it? And I told you I can't read them. They don't make them so you can read them. They just want you to burn them. Yeah. So the assignable outs, I got 3 and 4 going into the SP. The SP comes back into the X's 3 and 4 inputs. That's one of the dope things about the X, and you can kind of do that with the lives. But if you were to like do it live like this and stream at the same time, I don't think you could do it without getting your voice, your vocal recorded in. And then you would need also, well, from the setup that I have, I know some people have like these podcast mixing boards where their mic goes into that, but I want to be able to get my voice into the MPC because I'm trying to be a songwriter. That's what I want to develop and focus on. So, and I don't care about anything beyond standalone. But yeah, what's my point of this? There's some added benefits of the X with a 3-4 input, but you do have the assignable outs like on all the MPCs except for the one. But yeah, it's just running. So if I go to channel mixer and go my plugins through, go to route this through 3 and 4. I guess I might as well I don't want to do the bass, but I'll do all the other ones. So now we hear nothing until I turn external source on the SP. Then I can turn on, I've got this program, so the DJ FX looper, which is something I don't use. It's set to Vynil sim. So we got maybe I won't run everything through there. Let's see what else is. That's not running. Did you eat your food?
No.
Hmm?
No, I want to eat some more.
You got some what?
I want to eat some more.
Okay. basically what I can do. What happened to my? So I could run any sound through here and then just have it like coming through, and then I would just resample. That's what I've been doing with these drums. So the drum packs that I'm gonna be putting together soon and putting them online somewhere have all been run through the SP using, you know, like the vinyl sim, the 303, the 404, the tape, the warm, like the saturator, warm saturator, some of that stuff. So that been running these drums through there, so that you end up getting so something like that. King O Caesar was good. Little mini, little twin. Yeah, I hear that a lot. Daughters don't care about recording. OTG was good. You run everything through the SP, so do you have like a similar signal flow like this going through the assignable outs? Like, I didn't hear anybody bring that up. I don't know why. I know I didn't hear Sight bring it up, but I know he does. I guess that wasn't really the real issue, but you know, more about opinions or whatever. I don't know, whatever it was, but I didn't hear it. Maybe I missed it, but I know that he does Sight does like the pedals and stuff through. I'm pretty sure through his outs. But that's there, you know. I definitely wouldn't give up workflow and say that this sounds like shit for something better sounding. That's just my opinion. But why not both? And you have the ability to do that, you know, with the assignable outs. You know, it's there. It's all a possibility. Just, I don't know. Maybe people just ain't talking about it really. Yeah, and the audio interface thing. I don't use my audio interface that way. I just don't like that. I mean, if I were to get something, like I just don't buy things that are like, I'd get the Tascam thing where you have all these multiple ins and outs, but I just don't need something like that. Although it seems cool, I just don't need anything like that. So I just go for the UA Volt, like the most basic one. I like how it sounds. And I go for the most basic one mic input. That's all I need. And then I don't go through the USB. I don't plug it in. I talk about this on the videos that I've done. I go the monitor outs on my interface into the MPC. I just prefer to do it that way because I like to monitor out the MPC. Maybe that's weird. Someone can convince me otherwise and give me a good reason why I should do it a different way, then let me know. No, I don't use Gumroad to sell packs. I use Spring, so it's Teespring, and then they not too long ago started doing digital products. And it's cool because with Teespring you don't have to pay a monthly fee. They just skim off like 10% of every sale. Oh, you'll sample in OTG, you'll sample in and run it back. So it sounds like you're doing what I'm doing. Yeah, and that's one thing I'd have to say, you know, like everyone was saying, everyone's trying to keep it respectable. Everyone's got their opinions. But if you're gonna put like a certain sound into a box, then that sound isn't necessarily yours, right? So isn't a sampler more about customizing a sound tailored to what it is that you prefer? So in that manner, even if an MPC had better converters, and I think I've heard sites say that these sound just like what you put it into or what you do, like they're clean, they sound clean, right? So wouldn't you prefer to like customize your chain of effects and use the assignable out so they match what it is you're looking for or what you experiment and find, and that becomes you, rather than, you know, just relying on what can you stop doing that, please? Rather than relying on the converter that's built in, you know what I mean? Because then you're just sticking to that. Because even if you did a converter, wouldn't you expand out and like try to get some Yep, they will test you too, these kids. But and again, like I keep saying, I've never tried an MPC 3000. I always wanted to. I don't know at this point if I really care or if it'll ever happen. I mean, those things are super expensive. And then another thing that pops up for me, and no disrespect, everyone's got their opinion. I can't really have an opinion about what an MPC 3000 or any of the like really older first models sound like. But isn't a lot of it just nostalgia as well? When I think about it, isn't like the price of it, is it really just the sound? Is it the sound, or is it nostalgia as well? Is it a lot of it nostalgia? Because when it comes to those things, are collector items, and people that collect those things, they probably grew up in that era, or they have money. So if they grew up in that era, then it's nostalgia. And this isn't unique to just NPCs. It goes on with everything. Just the sound of music in general. The next generation is gonna think, like the older generation before us thinks that our music sounds like shit or it's not music. I mean, it's just an inability to let go, I think, of the past. We don't want to do that. I mean, who does? So I'm nostalgic as well. I bought an MPC 1000 because it was the first MPC that I ever bought. That's nostalgia. And I put extra money into it. Like, I bought an MPC 1000 for $500, and then I went to MPC Stuff and probably put another $500 on it just to customize it, because I had this idea in my mind that I want to like come pay tribute to what started it all for me. You know what I mean? That's nostalgia, and people are willing to pay a premium for nostalgia, I think. Yeah, Teespring. MPC out, EHX platform, compressor, and pedal. Yeah, and I can't say too much on sound, really. Like, I go for crisp, I go for clear, I like to hear clear, clean preamp with my mic going in. And I have studied music production, and I know some, concepts and stuff. I went to school for it. Never been in the industry. And I haven't experienced many different high-end stuff, so I can't say anything on that necessarily. You know what I mean? I just try to get the best sound out of what it is that I want. And workflow is important to me, and it's something I think I mentioned in that, is that for people who are like me, if you're mainly a hobbyist that have been most of your life, and you're coming in through, like, say, YouTube or social media and trying to make some money off of it, workflow is very important, because you don't have a lot of time. Let me finish my sentence.
But Bella got ketchup on her dress.
Okay. And if you have limited amount of time, workflow is going to be important to be able to get your ideas out. So, and I think maybe that was where, some of the this disagreement in opinions came. At least, and I might be assuming, but from what I heard is like, not everybody's doing it full time. Not everybody's got the money. So, but I'm gonna end this on this before I had to do one of these conversations. I'm not talking smack on anyone at all, right? Doesn't sound like that. %, nostalgia.
Daddy.
And controlling what I can use the volt as the MPC audio.
Actually, I sushi.
Yeah, be careful with that. Most sample-based music is 90% nostalgia. I watched some stuff about that recently. Yeah, that's interesting to me, because a lot of people are still like, and I appreciate it, like boom bap and stuff. But that is more of a genre. That's a genre from the 90s, and we're like 30 years out, and a lot of people are, I don't know. It is nostalgia, and I appreciate it as much as the next man. But I think we should kind of like attempt to experiment and create, something new. And I'm not trying to boast as if I'm creating something groundbreaking over here. I don't know what I'm creating. I just, you know, I don't really attempt to create boom bap at this point, or attempt to create anything more contemporary, modern. It's like buying old cars dope, but new cars run better gas, etc. For people without a real studio access, these machines are perfectly fine. Yeah. 2023, if an artist likes your beat, they'll buy it, and will be delivered in post production. And I guess it all depends on what your goal is too. Like, my goal isn't to sell any beats to anybody. My goal is to make beats that inspire me to write lyrics, and to write lyrics and record songs. And in recording those songs, my goal is not to be a rapper and to like tour or anything. It's just to share it on here on this platform, what we have today, and do my best and find a way to make some money, you know what I mean? And I'm not money hungry. Like I said earlier, if you change your perspective on it, like, success would be for me, like, literally, if I had a third of my subscribers, I would make as much money. If they were giving me $1 on Patreon, I would make as much money as I do at my job. For me, that would be success, because I could leave my job, I could put more time into this, you know what I mean? And then the possibilities could be endless. It's just how much work I put in, and just the information I gather, and the knowledge that I do in order to, like, do this better, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, let's not go there, Ali Star. I mean, it's true that, like, people that are nostalgic on boom bap are most likely middle aged, right? I mean, I'm nearly 40 now. I think for my age, I'm a little bit more open-minded. I don't know. I'm a little more open. Like, I was more closed-minded as far as music goes when I was younger. As far as the sound goes, I'm still pretty closed-minded as far as, like, lyrical content goes. I'm not, like, I don't like a lot of stuff lyrically. I'm not super impressed or inspired by a lot of lyrical stuff. Like, important aspects of lyrical stuff are the content itself or what they're saying, and, like, the style, to me, is the way that it's delivered. And to me, like, none of it, to me, as far as inspiring me, a lot of it falls short. So I don't have to be specific about that. You know, I've got some people, you know, I honestly, I should listen to more music, but I don't, because, yeah, it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't. I mean, I could always be, I know there's a lot of great artists out there that I think that you just got to look a little harder. And I don't want to just be listening to, and there's a lot of great stuff that's been made. And I'm not really into, like, just playing the same thing over and over and over again. Venus Theory got vids on this psychology. Yeah, I've seen some of his vids. That'd be interesting. OTG, just keep doing what you're doing, bro. I work with industry artists, but for production, it's my personal thing. I don't produce for them. There that goes. Again. But it seems to be working. That's the problem. It pulls the sticky back off the phone. That's the sticky back and the magnet. So, I mean, it's worked today. It seems to be working. But the weird thing is, it's, like, always been kind of random with the overheating of my phone. Like, it'd just overheat, like, sometimes within 10, 15 minutes. And I didn't have the overheating problem for, like, a long time. It had gone away. I even forgot that it used to happen. But there we go. So it's cool. Probably got to wrap this up anyways. I got to get my daughter over to a doctor visit. Got to go change my other daughter's shirt because he got ketchup on it. And it was a white shirt I put on her. Should have. Many of the greats don't listen to other people's music deliberately. I don't do it deliberately. I think I don't listen to as much music. Like, so I work in like custodial, and then so the building, I work in a busy building, but it closes down, and I got like 3-4 hours sometimes after hours, and I just put my phone on. I listen with earbuds. But I think when I think about it, the majority of stuff that I listen to is like more spoken, like knowledge information. I've been playing a lot of Audible books and just trying to just soak in info. I kind of casually half listen most of the time, or I'll just listen to a YouTube video. I might listen to like a production video, or I don't know, whatever, you know. So that's mostly what I do as far as my listening habits go. I've been trying to consciously make an effort to listen to more music, because I feel like maybe I would be more, I think I'd be more creative. You know, I think maybe there's some strategy to that, Ali Star, but I think maybe there's some strategy as well to listening to a variety of music, so that your subconscious maybe pulls from all those things. And so in a way you're sampling from many, like a pool of many different genres or ideas and musical styles and stuff. Yeah, you talking about this MPC OTG? Yeah, it is nice. It's nice. But the funny thing about this whole conversation, I think, that came with this is, I mean, this has already grown on me. I'm not as impressed by looking at it as I was when I first took it out the box. And that is like the human behavior thing. Everyone who's arguing about being upset or not or whatever about what Akai has put out, what I guess we don't understand or look at is that none of us need the next thing that Akai puts out. You already been, because the people that in these conversations already own an MPC, right? So none of us need that. We don't need anything new. We just want something new. So that's my perspective. When it comes to them dropping something, it isn't what we want. That's usually when we have something to say about it, right? So for me, this wasn't such a bother because I've gotten opportunities in front of me where I didn't have to pay for this. It's not necessarily mine. I didn't get it from Akai. I got it from ZZOUNDS. Shout out to them. Go check the description for links if you're trying to pick something up. Help out the channel, of course. Got to put that little in there. They don't even force me to do that. It's just I've been believing in ZZOUNDS since before they started sending me some things. But the opportunity popped up where I can get my hands on one of these. And for me, I'm excited because I've never used an X. So if it was that I had an X, I don't think I would have even asked to, you know, get one of these on loan. And I definitely probably wouldn't be as excited because I would have already experienced it. So none of us need any more tools, really. I think we all got enough. I don't think the people that don't own an MPC are in the conversation of what the hell is Akai doing? Y'all being greedy and this is a money grab, you know. But I agree. Why not? You know, it's cool that people throw their opinions out there, and it's good that they do, because why couldn't we get, you know, that would have been a good idea, is maybe have a little bit better convertibles converters in this. Why not? That would have been a nice thing for a special edition. But they didn't. So I'm not mad. I still think we get a lot now, and I think, you know, MPC is still, you know, the most powerful thing you can get standalone. And I don't need to even look back at a computer at this point. Like I'm starting to record and write songs in this. And that's, if you ever hear anything come out of my channel as far as music, when it does get released, know it's been made on an MPC standalone, whether it's on the X or the Live or whatever next MPC comes out. Because if I do have the opportunity to get it, whatever it is, and I shout out ZZOUNDS, I'm gonna do it most likely. So that's what it is. What it is, you know. I just got an ambition for this thing, and I'm trying to get these opportunities up. So shout out to King O Caesar as well. Go check out his channel. He's actually the one to put a good word in for me as far as getting hooked up with ZZOUNDS. And yeah, just know it's possible. You know, just use your gifts to your best ability. Like him, like he always says too, his channel is, as far as subscribership, the smallest YouTube channel between us on Dad Beats, but he still got the opportunity and he got in front of it for us. So it's, I don't know, just much respect and thanks to King of Caesars. I don't even know if he's in here anymore. He usually just pops in for a second, goes quiet, disappears. But I'm sure he's working like 12-hour days, like every day or something. So, but yeah. Ain't played music in a second. Alright, I think I'll save this one. Let's see if I remember how to save on this. Remember how to save. Okay. What is today's date? May 8th. So yeah, if you're in here right now and you're enjoying the conversation or the chill, the hangout, please let me get that thumbs up. I always say that's the best way you can support the channel. It's the most inexpensive way. It's actually absolutely free. Just thumbs up the video. You know, you like NPC content? Oh, what is that going to do? I think that's just going to bring you more NPC content. This is my little spiel. Is that a word? But yeah, any other way you want to, if you want to support the channel, there's ways you can do it monetarily in the description. What's the cool thing now is being a ZZOUNDS partner is that they have what's called a gear wish list. And so if you click on that wish list, you can see everything that I own, everything that I've been using. And if you happen to want to purchase one of those things, it helps out the channel, no extra cost to you. But also, if you just navigate through that link and none of the stuff that you want is on that list, doesn't matter. Just go pick up whatever it is that you were planning on getting, and that will still go towards a little kickback to me. No extra cost to you. I appreciate y'all. And today is May. Sometimes I just name these by the date. May 08, 23, year 23. And save for now. I got a habit of not saving my beats, especially the ones that I do on stream. Like if I'm not really particularly feeling it, I'll just turn the MPC off, and that was it. It was just that beat just existed in the stream. But I'm very rarely impressed by what I'm doing. I'm not really necessarily impressed by this. I'm most happy with the drums that I've been making. I really feel like, you know, this pack that I'm going to be releasing is actually a pack that I'll be using, and it'll be like a go-to because I've been feeling what I've been doing with these packs. What's up?
When are you gonna stop making your video?
Oh, I'm finishing up right now.
You're almost done.
Yeah, I'm finishing up. I'm just saying goodbye to everybody. So yeah, you heard her. She was wondering when I was gonna be done doing my video. So yeah, let me just pop in here real quick. MKII flips. Believes it needs better converters. Fair enough. You probably just have some more experience than I do with converters. I gotta keep this. I'll take that into consideration. I really do like it, man. It speeds things up quite a bit. Oh, really? This color is better for the video shot. Yeah, and I find like it's a good contrast when you have something lighter on a darker desk like this, and vice versa. You know what I mean? I mean, Dustin Adams, what if they partnered with somebody? That'd be interesting, right? Like, what if they, you know, they were talking about the Black Lion, and I've never heard any Black Lion products. I've just heard of them and hear that they're good. But what if they just like did something right out the gate like that, you know, and just partnered with them and put that into the price? Being that it comes from a manufacturer, wouldn't they be able to sell that for cheaper than, say, you bought it for $800? You know what I mean? Thanks, OTG. I appreciate you coming in, man, with the encouragement. Good words. I'm trying to like start this movement of going against the whole standard of what a good mix sounds like. Like, why do we need that standard? That was a standard, like, you know, the whole like loudness war thing. Do we need to have that now? Is that necessary? I guess. I'm just saying, I like to be opposite. I've always been kind of naturally go against the grain, anti-authority. But I'm growing up like, it's like, it's just, you don't need to get it through a label and to on the radio like you would, you know, whatever, how many decades ago. You don't need that. You can just, you know, hey, you're your own proofreader, your own editor. You know, you decide when it goes out. You decide when it's good enough. Doesn't necessarily mean people are going to listen to it, but you do get to decide. So, like, why do we even need to play that game? The game is different. It's changed. So, you know, like you've heard of it say, like, the internet is the Wild Wild West. All right. Play your own game. Make your own rules. All right, I'm out. Kids getting impatient. God bless. Appreciate y'all. And yeah, success is not a destination, it's a movement. So go on, run with your dreams. Peace.